We turn now to CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg. Peter, good morning. Good to have you with us.
Good morning, Chris.
If you have a flight this morning at any of our major airports, what's the first thing you should do before you leave for the airport?
You got to figure out where your plane actually is. And the way you do that, you can go to a number of different apps. One is called flightaware.com. One is called Flight Radar 24. Another one's called Flighty. And what these apps do, and they do a good job of it, is they actually track the tail number, the actual aircraft number of the plane assigned to your flight. That's what you want to see where that plane is, because if it can't get into Newark or JFK or LaGuardia, you're not going to be leaving. It gives you a good 2 to 3 hour head start, so at least you know what you're up against.
You know, Peter, I know we often talk about, hey, first flight out usually better because the equipment is there. Later in the day, the farther you go, the more you run into problems, especially in line with what we've got on here. If let's say you're a person who's got a flight at 3:30 this afternoon, what are your thoughts on that? Probably not great.
Not that great, but remember, these cuts that have been announced, 4,000 flights from the FAA, they're not all kicking in today. They will be rolling in today through Monday, and airlines are actually giving you electronic notices to the passengers directly about those affected flights. The other thing you need to know is it's not a question of what time your flight is leaving, it's what kind of plane are you flying on, because the airlines are being allowed to make the decision as to what planes are getting canceled, and the flights that they want to cancel are the smaller planes. They don't want to cancel the wide bodies. That's too much trouble for them.
Yeah, so how cooperative are the airlines being? If your flight's canceled, are they offering full refunds? Should you book through the same airline? What kind of fees are people going to have to incur here?
Well, they are all offering full refunds. Remember, that's already a rule that's in place, that if the airline cancels your flight for any reason other than weather, you get a full refund and an immediate refund. If you cancel the flight, that doesn't work that way. You get a credit that you can use for the next year. That's the first thing. Of course, the airlines are offering you the opportunity to rebook, but that sounds great. In practice, it's not going to be great because you're all competing for the same flight that's already full. So that's the problem that everybody's facing today.
Peter, how big an impact do you think this is going to have on the government of ending this shutdown when they see exactly how this is going to play out nationwide?
The answer, huge. It's always going to be economic impact and financial consequences. And if this continues for more than 4 or 5 days, this is not a red state or a blue state issue. It's an economy issue, and you're going to have bipartisan support to end the shutdown just based on the damage being done to the economy by this alone.
All right, CBS News travel editor Peter Greenberg. Peter, always good to see you. Thank you.
You got it, Chris.